Alright, so I'm back playing the role of a science blogger again, and this time we're going to be doing a project on osmosis. And we're going to use this egg and put it into 3 different substances and see whether or not those substances are hypertonic, hypotonic, or isotonic, and what that does for the egg. Here we go. Alright, so the first substance we're going to use is vinegar, white vinegar, and I've got my beaker ready. It is labeled so we know what we're using, and I'm going to fill it up to 200 milliliters. So here we go, 200. Okay, now after we do that, all we have to do is place the egg into the vinegar. Ooh, that's very full. And now we wait. See you tomorrow. Okay, so here we are 24 hours later, and this is what we have. So on the top there is kind of this floating brown goo, which is the shell of the egg, and it looks as if it has gotten bigger. So I am going to remove this egg very carefully since the shell is no longer intact. Ooh, okay. And put this on a paper towel. All right. Now we are supposed to measure this, because you remember yesterday we put 200 milliliters of vinegar into the beaker, and right now we have technical difficulties. That's what we have. No, just kidding. So we have about 170 milliliters there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's what we have left. So we have lost a decent amount of vinegar, which means that I'm gonna call this a hypotonic solution, meaning that the egg or the cell in this project has gained water. So the next step is to get our beaker out that's labeled syrup and put corn syrup into this beaker. We're going to do 200 milliliters, the same as we did the vinegar. If I can get the corn syrup. All right. So you're gonna 200 milliliters. Do, 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 do. Oh, okay. There we go. 200 milliliters. Now what I did while I was having technical difficulties is rinse off the egg. There was extra debris and kind of stuff on there from where the shell hadn't completely dissolved, so I washed it off in water, and now we're going to dip it into the syrup. Alright, now that we have the egg in the corn syrup, we are going to sit it on top of the counter and wait again. See you tomorrow. Okay, we are back for day 3, and this is what we have. After 24 hours sitting in the syrup, it is very flimsy. You can see the yolk inside. The egg is kind of smushed. So let's see. Try to get this out afraid I'm gonna break it. Alright, set that down. So I am definitely going to call this a hypertonic solution, because definitely compared to what we had yesterday, this has lost water. So that means water has moved out of the cell. And we have, wow, almost 200. So we have 240 milliliters, whereas yesterday we had only 200. So alright, so next we are going to add the distilled water into the beaker labeled water. Oop, exactly 200. And we are going to put our flimsy little egg into this water, and then we'll wait another day. Okay, so here we are, another 24 hours later, on day number 4 and the last day of this project. And we are going to pull the egg out of the water beaker. So, it's definitely more solid than the last time. And here we have a very full, bouncy egg. Pull that down, and then we have 140 milliliters of water left. So this has definitely gained water. Okay, now that we have done everything and we've seen what happens, the water was a hypotonic solution. We got a bouncy ball for an egg from it gaining the water, so I would call that a hypotonic solution, and the syrup was definitely a hypertonic solution because we just had a floppy yolk with a weird casing. But anyways, that is my conclusions. Hope you enjoyed it.